So this happened today, and you guys can obviously see through the computer. But that happened today while we were sleeping. See what happens when you lose track of wrestling and you end up missing notifications of certain events that you might just want to check out, and then you end up getting the news, and then it's like, well, then okay. Well, this is no drill. Switchblade Jay White is now your IWGP Heavyweight Champion. And I didn't start off the first 5 seconds with advertisements. I thought you were going to add something smart-ass to that.
Nope. You're usually honest with yourself, and you were being honest with yourself there that you didn't start off the stream the way you normally do with about 10 effing minutes of plugs.
Bang! Shots fired by the one Corbin Hyde. Welcome to the Deadly Saints podcast, by the way. I am Firestar Mother Blippin' Heart. And, well, today was great. Today we're learning something. And I can't believe I just literally skipped out on the channel. There it goes.
Zaxby's boneless wings.
Get that sweet.
Really, we're sponsored by Zaxby's, folks.
Yes, you heard that. We are sponsored by Zaxby's. Welcome. What's up? What is up? We have Smartass Recover. What's up, Steve Thomas? How's it going? What's up, Johnny Gat, Angel, and Harris Hero? You guys are already in the comment section. Well, I told everybody to go get in the comment section. That wants to be here, wants to be live. But before we get into all this good stuff, let's go ahead and be douchebag and get those advertisements out. What do you say?
Your thing. I know you're the worst kind of podcaster sometimes.
Boom! If you are new to the channel, you can of course like, comment, and subscribe on this right here. This is goodness right here. This is why we come out every week or every other week, because we just let it stack up and we just give you guys goodness. But I'll try to get better at that throughout this year at some point in time. We'll try to get back in the tune of it either weekly episodes or every other day. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, all that stuff's in the links below. If you want to support the channel, of course, you can go through one of many things, actually. You can go through either PayPal, Patreon, or Streamlabs, however you feel most comfortable supporting the stream, or you can go to teespring.com/store/firestar-heart, in which, yes, I have been working on getting merchandise out. So don't think I've been taking these 2 weeks off, because I haven't, buddy. Also, if you guys missed it, then there was a Twitch live stream about a week or so ago, somewhere along in there. So be sure to go scope out my Twitch channel, Firestar Heart, for that. And more live gameplay coming soon, which I'm doing the Devil May Cry 5 demo hopefully sometime this week. Early access, for those of you who don't know, Devil May Cry drops in less than a month. So I'm going to show off the demo to you guys, because that might actually be all I can show off to you guys right now. And of course, well, I'm going to let the dude plug himself, because I have no shame.
You're going to let me plug myself, of course. You can always tune in at twitch.tv, Havoc Ventures. See, it's what I do. What I do, and of course, coming soon will be the next episode of the hashtag Firestar YouTube call out.
Let it shine, let it shine. It's the boys in the house today. Dark Angel's taking a nap, and everybody else is, well, they're out right now, or We're not. We're just having a guy's time on the podcast today. Just a good, smooth, fun episode. No drama, no estrogen. But plenty of Blue Chew to pass around.
Plenty of Blue Chew.
Hashtag Blue Chew.
Because I know we got that elimination chamber coming up.
We do.
Don't want to be the first one eliminated in the bedroom.
You don't want to be the first one eliminated in that chamber either. And you know what just might help with that? Blue Chew. Hashtag sponsor us Blue Chew. Now, you know what else seems like it's on some Blue Chew is the wrestling world. A lot of releases, people asking for their release from a certain conglomerate of a company. Oh, I don't know. I think there's 3 letters in it. Oh, I think it's EW. No, that just don't seem right.
WW something.
Yeah,
There we go.
WWE. AEW's got a lot more details up and going.
And in fact, I have some exclusive details that I can report.
Yes, from unnamed
The
sources.
juiciest of the scoops.
From unnamed sources that, but the sources are to be legitimized. Hideo Itami was also granted his release. Dean Ambrose asked for his release.
The Revival have asked for their release.
Yes, but only 2 have been confirmed so far. Dean Ambrose confirmed to be leaving sometime after WrestleMania in April. Could be work, could not, maybe not. I don't know. We might discuss that just a little bit. Hideo Itami was also asked for in his release. And there's a plethora of potential releases and all that stuff to come. But first things first. What account is she on? Oh, you're on that one. Okay. So we got a couple things to cover first. If I could quit getting interrupted by people for a second there, I can actually do something. How many likes before High gets a haircut, says comment section.
We can get the video up to 25, I'll get a haircut.
Well, I know one person that's not getting his haircut, and that's this guy. But I will consider that, yes. Babyface Firestar? What?
Oh,
I don't think I've seen Babyface Firestar in like 5 or more years. Or no, actually a little bit longer than that. I've been styling this since like the end of 2012.
Jesus.
We're talking almost 7 years of like freaking evil genius soul beard going on Firestar right here. Before we get into all the juicy, oh my goodness, juicy wrestling news, we need to cover some results. And that was from like the last couple of weeks, which of course, I mean, everybody knows what's been going on. Dean Ambrose was apparently going to sit down after his match with Seth Rollins, which that was a couple of weeks ago. But I must say, that was a beautifully sold stomp. I love how Dean Ambrose sold that. He sold his ass off for Rollins right there. Way to go. And then Ambrose was appearing to sit down in the ring, and then he got interrupted by Nia Jax. Now, ironically, after that was when the reports broke out about Dean Ambrose. So it's believed that was going to be what he was going to pretty much reveal in ring while he was sitting down. Well, we fast forward to Raw of last week as we get ready for the go-home show to Elimination Chamber. And, well, Raw doesn't seem to be. Well, the episodes haven't been like bad, okay, but they're not as on ball with their part of the card as SmackDown is. Let's just say that because I read an article earlier today, okay? Okay? And it was talking about how Vince is once again rewriting on the fly, so don't be surprised if nothing that was planned doesn't happen. Okay? So, I was like, that's very interesting, you know? It made me laugh. It made me laugh, really, it did. So I don't know exactly what to make of that, but I guess when we tune into Raw in just about 3 hours' time, we will find out exactly what is going on there. But with that report out of the way, shall we talk about what happened on last week's episode?
Honestly, I can't remember what happened last week on Raw.
Well, see, luckily for you and me, I actually took notes, and I can go over those notes real quickly. So Raw kicked off last week, of course, with Becky Lynch and Stephanie getting into a little debacle, and it ended with Becky Lynch, jaw-jacking Stephanie. She gets suspended because she refuses to go to la-di-da-di-da. She ends up on SmackDown the next night, slaps the taste out of Triple H's mouth. So Becky is basically female Stone Cold. We've established
Stone Cold Becky Lynch, damn it.
Yes, it's Stone Cold Becky Lynch. We've established this already between the shows. Then we had Raw Women's Champion versus Liv Morgan. And you know what? She ran through Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, in 2 back-to-back matches. And good God, Ronda is pissed off. Ronda Rousey is quite the entertaining source to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's also kind of like she's organically pissed off because she's so pissed that that she doesn't say everything right. And it kind of makes you chuckle a little bit. Because and then last week I heard people were having problems deciphering what Ronda Rousey said to Becky Lynch at the end of it, and I listened to it the first time and caught it as clear as day. I mean, I'm like, how the hell did you guys have trouble hearing that? How did you have trouble registering that? She clearly said, ice and Advil, bitch. So for everybody that was like, what the hell did Ronda just say? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, clean out your ears. She said ice and Advil, bitch, you bunch of marshmallows. Speaking of marshmallows, I am the LZW World Heavyweight Champion again, and it's nice to have a champion that not only shows up, but is the best damn wrestler in that company. And even Corbin Hyde, who for some reason Jeffrey doesn't book, can't deny that because, well, Corbin Hyde just can't get booked.
For some reason, Corbin Hyde never gets booked. And yet, at the same time, Corbin Hyde is I'm going to do this self-promotion thing that you always do about your championships. Corbin Hyde is your current, well, not current because the company's dead, but your last ever DRW Intercontinental Champion, former DRW Tag Champion, a former DRW World Champion. I mean, you don't want to book a former World Champion? What the fuck's wrong with you? God damn it, the fucker.
Oh, Lord. You marking out.
Motherfucker.
Hi, Grizz. How's it been? Hold my beer, fam, says Steve Thomas. Proud
of course he said hold his beer.
25 and 25. Oh, I'll tell you what.
How many likes we at, by the way?
This may be the most trollingest thing I've ever said. 100 likes and I'll pull a Sean's View Entertainment.
Oh dear God. Jesus.
By the way,
H.
by the way, I'm fucking kidding. I'm not gonna fucking do that shit.
Jesus
You
H.
kidding me?
Phil.
YouTube guidelines in 2019. Hell, YouTube's been fucked out of the system. Sorry, I forgot you can't cuss. YouTube's been messed out of the system. Oh, you know what? Who am I kidding? We're already screwed. But you know who's not screwed? You, after you choose some Blue Chew. In fact,
More to the point,
you be the one that does the screwing. You think Vince McMahon takes Blue Chew?
damn it, pal. Give me the Blue Chew. Linda needs a good stuffing.
Oh God! Oh, that is unpleasant. That's an I'm a corporate podcast, and we're not even nearly there yet.
Yes, I made him corpse.
Your accolades are just getting listed in the comment section.
Yep. Former PWA Warrior Spirit Champion. I forgot about that one.
Yep. We also last week the Revival advanced to yet another Raw Tag Team title match. So this is now officially like title shot number 9,000 for him. So cool.
Yet WWE refuses to put the belt on him.
But does that mean they're actually going to win it this time?
Well, not if my sources are to be believed.
Not if Hawkins and Ryder have anything to say about it either.
By the way,
Hawkins is another guy that has apparently been reached out to by AEW, which is surprising because that makes me also feel like Zack Ryder's just upon the horizon as far as being reached out.
by the way, Phil, we're talking about the Revival. Top guys.
Top guys. Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins plan to break through once again together as a team. Yeah, baby, yeah. That was a segment. Kurt Angle announcement interrupted by Baron Corbin and Braun Strowman. Bacon Corbin.
Bacon Corbin.
I mean, whoa, damn, that was quite a cold. Braun Strowman came to the rescue to rid the world of all the bacon. To rid the world of all the bacon.
Braun Strowman comes out, makes a save on Kurt. I remember this vividly. Because I was sitting there thinking, man, this would be a good way to reintroduce Jason Jordan and get him over as fuck.
Well, it would be, but Jason Jordan is still not cleared. And I'm not sure exactly what it is.
The bacon is Steve's, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Then before the next tag team match, Nikki Cross and Alicia Fox attack Bayley and Sasha Banks. So Nikki Cross is a heel.
All of a sudden,
okay.
like WWE is treating Nikki Cross like no one watches NXT when it's like the most watched thing on the network.
Exactly. I mean,
every
we're literally liking Nikki Cross like, oh, I don't know, ages ago, and like even still, we still like Nikki.
Let Nikki play.
Exactly. Let her be a good guy, please. But you know, okay, I'm not gonna really complain because it doesn't change my opinion on her. And yes, I shook the laptop on purpose like that. But anyway, Bayley and Sasha Banks still won and still advanced because I don't know. I mean, Sasha Banks only was like, you know, halfway in the match. She pulled Bailey out of certain danger at one point.
That's literally all she fucking did.
Yes, I know, right? And then Bailey proceeded to whoop two people's asses all by herself.
Hey, we want some Bailey.
As Grim would say, which I hope he's okay.
Yeah,
That seems like another subject for another time, but I'll probably cover it in this video anyway because I'm shameless like that. She beat him up all by herself. We didn't get Jeff Jarrett and Road Dogg. It took them this long to remember the lyrics fully to "With My Baby Tonight." And Road Dogg about courts me because he gets in the corner. He's in the corner right in the middle of the song. He's like, "Damn, I can't believe I actually remembered the lyrics this time." And I'm just like, yeah, you sure did, Road Dogg. Good for you.
I saw a great meme on Twitter. It's a picture of Road Dogg dressed the way he was last week.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "Wow, Fred Durst looks like shit."
Fred Durst looks like shit. By the way, this is hashtag Guys Host episode of the Deadly Saints podcast. For those of you who are just now joining in, for those of you in the comment section, and for those who didn't make the video, I hope you're not too hurt that you're not in the video. It's just how things are having to go today. Elias then proceeded to defeat Jeff Jarrett, then gets shake, rattle, and rolled by Road Dogg, leading to Jeff Jarrett nailing Elias in the back of the head with apparently a non-gimmick guitar because this one didn't smash.
Apparently, you do not attempt to El Kabong someone with a real guitar because it just doesn't look as good.
Jeff Jarrett. Well, apparently his deal gets him them TV appearances though. So, I don't know exactly how much we're going to see of Jeff Jarrett, but I'm guessing he's probably going to do something at WrestleMania. He's going to come out and sing "With My Baby Tonight" WrestleMania. Jeff Jarrett confirmed. Assume Jeff Jarrett position.
Wait, where's my guitar? You said assume position.
Pretend it's a guitar. Assume Jeff Jarrett position.
Assume Jeff Jarrett position. Okay, I'm waiting.
Assume Jeff Jarrett position. Proceeds to grab an empty bottle of wine. Finn Balor says he's ready for Bobby Lashley. Cool. But then he ends up facing Lio Rush. And Bobby Lashley's just like, "You are gladiators. You gotta fight to please me. Show you my ass." And then he beats up Finn Balor before the match. Then Lio Rush still can't buy a win. Finn Balor beats him with the coup de grace. It was actually a pretty good match, though. I won't lie. But Lio Rush, got to put that young talent over, right?
Yep.
That all young, mid 30-year-old Finn Balor, so young. They're so young nowadays, aren't they?
It's not like Lio Rush is a 25-year-old piece of gold or anything.
Right. I mean, wait. Yeah, 25, that's so old. Yeah, all about them 38-year-olds now.
Well, I mean, if you want to be technical, pal, it's all about the 42-year-old Brock Lesnar.
And the 40-year-old AJ Styles. But I mean, I'm not going to deck AJ Styles. He's actually still, like, as good as he ever was. Samoa Joe has the hookup on Game on the Go. Samoa Joe.
Fat.
He's also very savage on the mic.
Yes, he is savage.
I'm going to put things in perspective for you real quick, son. Your eyes don't lie. And last time, they were closed.
Last time they were closed because I put your ass to sleep.
I just love his
Jeff, I've already.
His facial gestures just scream like angry rape.
Hang on. Jeff, I already put your ass to sleep. I don't know why you out here.
Need to go back to need to have a. Then he
treat this. I'll tell you exactly what he said. How about you treat this like an AA meeting and shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group?
What does Jeff Hardy do? Proceeds to
corpse.
Jeff, Jeff and Samoa Joe are talking about this backstage, and Joe's like, "All right, when I drop this line, you're probably about to laugh." And Jeff's like,
"Try not to."
Yeah,
try not to, but you about to laugh your ass off.
I'm gonna try not to, but I can't help it. Jeff's just like, this is great. And that's why Jeff Hardy needs one more run with the WWE Championship.
What, just to drop it? Just to drop it to Joe?
Just to drop it to Joe. But it would be a nice way of saying thank you, Jeff. And then, he can retire or do whatever he wants to do. Kick another thing off his bucket list. Have another Hell in a Cell match and actually win it. Like I was hoping he won that one Hell in a Cell match he got booked in against Randy Orton. But, hey, I guess you can't win them all. But the fact that it was his first and only Hell in a Cell match thus far, you would have kind of figured maybe they would have let him win. Which was what I was expecting. I was expecting that way back at that dive he did. And then he proceeds to pretty much damn near kill himself. Jeff Hardy, I think, is a man with 9 lives.
And he's on like his 5th.
Yeah, he's on like his 5th, maybe 6th. But God bless the man. God bless the man. Despite everything he's been through, he seems to, for the most part, he's overcome everything. So that's good. Then we get the moment of bliss with EC3 as a special guest host, but Nia Jax comes out, and Alexa Bliss is like, I am getting very tired of being interrupted.
Not to mention Bliss looking like she wanted to make an EC4.
Oh, yeah. She was like, yeah, I heard you got a big bank account. Yeah, we all know you were thinking about his Carter. See, you guys can't pass innuendo off to us people without at least I don't know, every podcaster ever making some type of innuendo joke out of it. Why? Cheap pop, mega views.
So we had Moment of Bliss and
cross is cross, he says. Cross is cross, Steve says. How about all those likes that we got notified of before we went live?
Yeah, we're currently at 7 likes. If y'all can continue to drop like button, get it to 25. I'll cut this mean off. Yeah.
I was gonna say drop the sage trigger, but I like that. Oh man. But Dean Ambrose came out after that, and okay, my notes auto-corrected the word zingers to singers. Dean Ambrose is a wicked singer, y'all, with some wicked zingers. Yeah, there you go. There's my pun. But no, for real, Dean Ambrose had some pretty funny shit to say when he came out. And it seems like he might just kind of be an in-between guy now. I don't think he's a face or a heel anymore. I think he's just a tweener. And he got a pop. He did get a pop when he came out. He said some things to EC3. EC3, instead of, talking, just goes, whack. And then proceeds to get like a roll-up victory, I think, over Dean Ambrose. Match pretty quick.
Yep.
I'm not disappointing. Then Dean Angle had a backstage segment. Mojo Rawley with another one of those mirror promos. Tell me what do you think about that Mojo Rawley mirror promo stuff? Or Mojo Rawley Reflections coming to theaters near you.
All I've got to say about Mojo Rawley, that motherfucker can make Red Bull nervous.
Thank God I didn't spit my water out.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, we are hitting these points. We're gonna hit these points rather quickly, folks. I have 40%, 46% on this laptop, so I'm zinging through these as fast as I can. So I believe Kurt Angle and Braun Strowman actually managed to defeat Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin last week in that tag team match.
You would be incorrect. They lost by disqualification after Strowman chokeslammed McIntyre on stairs.
So they lost by DQ or they won by DQ?
Lost by DQ because Strowman chokeslammed McIntyre onto stairs.
Either way, Kurt Angle and Braun Strowman ended up standing tall as Raw went off the air last week. And that in turn sets us up for Raw this week. So we actually go to SmackDown from there. Charlotte and Becky Lynch doing the thing, which we already talked about. So no need to really discuss that. But I will say, how proud do you think Papa H is?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm very proud of my girls from NXT. Of course, Firestar again.
You just make him sound like he wants to do things to him. I'm sorry. That just sounds. Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura defeated the Good Brothers. You want to talk about getting your laughter silenced? There you go. Why is this? Why is this happening? And why can't Gallows and Anderson become tag team champions again?
I mean, like, you could have done anything with them, and you choose to fucking...
You choose to stuff them on your network show, Botch Club, and then proceed to job them out on TV to every makeshift tag team known to man. Just to give them credibility. Eventually, a team loses so much where it stops being credible when you win over them. And that's why tag team wrestling is probably going to definitely going to be a boomer in AEW. But hey, SmackDown takes another up after this with Randy Orton catching Mustafa Ali with another brilliant RKO from out of nowhere. This time, because Mustafa Ali decided to fight him so hard, Randy Orton proceeds to break him off the top rope. Boom! RKO. And that match was great as well. Orton is another person that reportedly has possibly been reached out to by AEW. Then sources say it was.
We'll cover what can be confirmed or denied here shortly, folks.
Yes, we're getting there because I actually have NXT notes this week too. Big surprise, right?
Yay, NXT!
Yay, NXT! Woo! That's
Velvet Dream.
But we don't do spoilers here, folks. So if you want spoilers of anything that might be posted, go read it up online for yourself. And then do yourself a favor and watch how said spoiler takes place. Because why? You can't let spoilers spoil, because when spoilers spoil, it just becomes a big spoil fest, and not even Blue Chew touches that.
Blue Chew won't spoil your night, unlike Dave Meltzer.
They'll just make it great. And then Dave Meltzer will proceed to shit out 7 stars for you. For a vastly great performance. Classic. Instant classic. Oh, star for you. Star for you. Oh, star.
You get a star, and you get a star.
Star.
Everybody gets a star.
Oh, that was great. That was great. Switchblade deserves the stars for his performance.
I watched that match earlier today. That match was amazing.
So, I also read his. I also listened to his post-match interview, and he said, "If you didn't think our blood I deserved it now, look at it. Look at it." He's pretty much like, yeah, silenced them critics, huh? And what I love about New Japan is you ain't got to censor yourself. You can cuss in your promos. That's cool. I love good, uncensored, unfiltered promos in my wrestling. I love it. Bleeping makes everything nowadays sound just so, I don't know. It just seems like it's outdated to bleep. But that could just be me.
Like, they're just words.
Yeah, they're just words. I mean, of course, there's some certain things you don't want to say, but that also is common sense. Like, if you ain't got common sense, then why are you doing this anyway? You can't just go out and go, yeah, I'm a bloody freaking... Well, you know the word that's going to come after that. Well, you can come out and go, I'm going to bloody well fuck you up, but you can't come out and say I'm bloody going to fucking... Well...
Nirvana, and some news just broke.
Nirvana quoted it best in a punk rock song. Rape me, rape me again. Okay, there you go.
And breaking news. Breaking news. When I say breaking news, I mean this just popped up on the WWE app, folks.
Just broke just now.
Yes.
Okay. Shoot.
So I'm waiting on the video to load.
Okay. What is that?
First, Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush in a handicap match at Elimination Chamber.
Huh. I wonder if Finn Balor's going to actually win.
With the Intercontinental Championship on the line.
Oh. Yeah, I thought... Oh. What if Kevin Owens is making it back in time for WrestleMania and they plan on crowning Kevin Owens as Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania? And so the speculation begins.
And Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman announced for Elimination Chamber as well.
About time, I guess, right? Just I'm pretty sure fans just want that match to get over and done with.
Yeah. I'm not 99%.
I mean, I'm not one to shit on Baron Corbin, but I mean, it's not like he's the greatest. But he's not like the worst.
Like he's remotely decent in the ring or anything.
I am Baron Corbin. And I'm remotely decent. There you go. You're welcome. There's my Baron Corbin for you. Okay. Samoa Joe had a promo on SmackDown after that. Of course, you know Samoa Joe when he speaks, it's always a treat. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan came out. Bryan spoke to his hometown audience. A cool thing was after all that, we get backstage to Jeff Hardy and he's talking in his interview. Then AJ Styles interrupts him, and Hardy, with zero flying fucks to give, pretty much owns AJ Styles. And Yeah, he was on fire. Jeff Hardy was on fire. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville defeated Naomi and Carmella and Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And then to end SmackDown, we get Jeff Hardy with a disqualification victory over WWE Champion Daniel Bryan after Eric Rowan attacked him. And then all the Chamber participants came out. AJ Styles stood tall after hitting a phenomenal forearm. That was your SmackDown, folks. Not bad, if I do say so myself. Very mixed show. Had your fair share of ups and downs, but all in all, they brought it.
Yeah.
Like we said, now the Raw, now all of a sudden the Raw card is starting to shake up. And remember, at the beginning of this episode, they weren't looking too strong. Not to say that their card is stronger than SmackDown's still, but you get along.
Yeah.
And I don't think Brock Lesnar's going to be competing at the Chamber either.
Nope.
Guess he had some holidays left to use up, which is only every day ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, boy, I'm on permanent holiday. That farm can't be left unintended. I gotta swing some logs. I gotta chop up them plants. Gotta get our vegetables out and whatnot. Water the garden.
Am I really about to do this?
And then after that, gotta do my wife on the plow.
Farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell. Farmer fucks his wife, the farmer fucks his wife. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer fucks his wife.
I'm over here just doing the Brock list. How'd you like that? I was doing the Brock Lesnar thing.
I know. I'm watching you do it, and I'm trying not to laugh.
Do the rhythm of Farmer in the Dell. That's right. Brock Lesnar, your new designated farmer of the Deadly Saints podcast. Hashtag get them crops, get them championships. Proceed not to care for 3 months and go home and eat a steak. Ain't that right?
Hashtag I make fruit salad with a shotgun, boy.
Hey, don't mind that buckshot right there. It's just a buckshot watermelon.
Oh, you've seen the video too, huh?
Oh, Bork Laser don't play around when it comes to getting them fruits.
Fruit salad with a shotgun, I reckon. Mm-hmm.
Know what else was a fruit salad with a shotgun? NXT from last week.
Oh, God.
Oh, and also, know what else is the equivalent to fruit salad with a shotgun? When you take your dose of Blue Chew. Gives you long-lasting performance to even outlast the beast. And who knows? You might have your own wildcat to tame named Sable.
Bill, let's be honest for a minute. From all reports, it doesn't take very much to outlast the beast, if you get what I'm saying.
Oh man, that's great. That's great. Why aren't we sponsored yet?
Because of moments like that.
I guess so. So Johnny Gargano kicks off NXT. We got chance of Johnny Champion breaking throughout the arena. I guess he's kind of like a tweener. He'll play babyface to the crowd, no problem, but he can still be a total heel to the wrestlers. Well, Tommaso Ciampa came out, and adding to that, of course, we get the DIY chance, and Johnny's like, "Yeah, you know what? It wasn't you. I came out to stand with you on top of that ramp to show you I didn't need you." Velveteen Dream came out and he's like, "Oh, that's cute. But hey, let me tell you, are you gonna be Johnny Badass or am I gonna turn you into Johnny Jackass?" So I like what we're doing here. We're just sticking all sorts of different call names onto Johnny Gargano's last name. It's pretty cool. But how about Tommaso Ciampa, dude, looking kind of jealous that Velveteen Dream did not want him. And Ciampa was just kind of like, really? Really?
And then proceeded to hug his championship.
What? And he's just like, all right, I see you. Proceeds to back up the ramp. Which was also me last fall when I was still a bad guy in CRW. My heel run lasted, I think, longer than even I expected it to. It was also cut shorter. It was also cut kind of short, my heel run. But I was for the first time in a while during any period of a heel run I actually got to act like a proper heel. Even doing the little cowardly shtick, which was kind of fun. I put Flame over hard that night when he came back.
Chicken shit heel, huh?
Suplexed me all over the ring. And then that final one was, right towards the ramp where I could just roll out the ring, clutch my title in my hands like this, never taking it away from me. And, well, spoiler alert, here I am today, still your CRW champion.
Chicken shit heel, huh?
And now I'm a babyface again. Go figure. And according to how we're getting booked at Chronic Mania, I'm not facing Flame like I was going to originally, or I had originally thought was the plan. But instead, I'm facing Sanelic, a guy named Sanelic. Which, if you guys, and for any of you other fans out there who watch like CXWI or anything like that on YouTube, well, I'm feuding with him over there, and I've proceeded to intertwine cross promotion to, kind of help further build the story and the rivalry and all that. I think it's doing a pretty good job, but apparently I'm facing him and some other guy at Chronic Mania. But that just seems to me like a sleeper match because, you can't have a superstar who's not legally contracted to your company go over. And I was asked about this. I'm like, well, what the hell then? So what's up in my next match? And then I get notified. Why don't you do a year-long Chronic Mania build with Flame? Saying that the reason he came back is because he knows he's the one that can beat you at Chronic Mania, because even though you may have beat him, that victory was filled with nothing but controversy. Ooh, that actually sounds like a good idea. So, yeah, there's your little bit of other wrestling news that involves video game backyards and other people's rings. I guess that's not really bad though. That sounds pretty good when you look at it.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder. It just makes me wonder how this kind of build's gonna go. But hey, I'm all for it. I guess I'm all for it. And Corbin Hyde over here, he has gotten himself a CJPW Intercontinental Championship match on Chronic Mania weekend. Now, if you are to believe reports, we can spoil it for you because hell, considering we're prompt figures in the damn place, not gonna put two and two together if you're smart. But hey, rumor has it is to be believed that Corbin Hyde will be picking up the CJPW Intercontinental Championship, thus allowing CJ Hart to come over to the States to join, I guess, either BZW or join the main roster of CRW, somewhere along in there. That's pretty cool. Nothing's set in stone. We don't know who's going to win, but that's just how the reports are leading everyone to be believed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not those reports prove to be true, well, I guess we'll just have to find out on that weekend.
Exactly.
So that little interlude out of the way, we get to Jackson Riker picking up a dominating win in his match. The Forgotten Sons, could they actually get into the NXT Tag Title picture? But Lord, I hope so. Be nice. I think that would actually be nice.
It would be. I agree.
We then proceed.
Be nice to see. I see a guy who I watched wrestle in rec centers in Charlotte, North Carolina, win an NXT title.
Exactly. Jackson Riker, or AKA Gunner, cool guy. Definitely cool.
Formerly known as the Universal Soldier, Phil Shatter.
Yes, indeed. The Universal Soldier, Phil Shatter. I have followed him for quite a few years, even to his Universal Soldier days. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool that he's. I guess they're gonna get more promptly featured. So if so, then that's good for them. I'm happy about that. We then go and get a nice little back and forth between Ricochet and Adam Cole. That was pretty cool. Ricochet was like,
"You're good."
What we got?
Do it.
Adam Cole, baby. There you go. Drew Gulak versus Eric Bugenhagen.
What the fuck is Drew Gulak doing on NXT?
Well, winning, and then losing to Matt Riddle in a great match afterwards. But he squashed Eric Bugenhagen. But Bugenhagen has won me over already. I want this dude to be pushed. I want to see what he can do. I want to see more. I want this metal-headed freaking... How does he describe himself? Metalhead Meat Castle or whatever. But he's a metalhead. He's a metalhead who also loves to wrestle. And, well, that's practically me. Except he's in way better shape. But I mean, I'm hitting the gym, and now I'm hitting the weights. I'm working on it. It'll be a build. It'll be a progress, but I'm getting there, or I will get there. But I actually tweeted out that night about Eric Bugenhagen, and I said, "This dude's won me over already. Great things need to happen for this dude." Not only, and he actually liked that tweet. The man himself actually liked that tweet for me. You can follow him on Twitter at Metalhagen. Tell him Firestar Heart sent you. Get him to follow me. Get him to support the podcast. I think Bugenhagen would support a great podcast like this.
Too.
Enough of marking out. Matt Riddle and Drew Gulak had a very hard-hitting match, dude. And Matt Riddle ended up finally getting the win in the end with Bro Mission. But he earned the respect of Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak actually shook his hand after that match. Call that what you will. Call it just respect. Call it maybe a face turn. Who knows? But Drew Gulak shook Matt Riddle's hand. And that was pretty cool. It was you're just great. You had your technical moments, you had your brawling. It was just a great technical brawler throughout, and definitely match of the night in my opinion, from NXT last week. And to end the show, Bianca Belair, Kairi Sane, and Io Shirai picked up the win over 3 of the 4 MMA horsewomen: Shayna Baszler, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir. Io Shirai was the one that picked up the win. Bianca Belair didn't look 100% thrilled by that, by the way.
Of course she didn't.
Well, she's wanting to win. Who can blame her? But that does do it for our notes as to what happened last week. So we can now get to all the reports that we were going to go over, which we kind of sort of covered already.
We didn't cover all of them, dude.
Yes. There are some AEW signings and details, which hold on, because I've been waiting to mention him, and I don't have much battery left to mention him, so we got to shoot through this quick. We covered Dean Ambrose. We covered Hideo. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Because on the latest episode of Being the Elite as well, we got another match confirmed. We have like 3 matches confirmed for Double or Nothing. Right now, they are Lucha Brothers versus Young Bucks. Pac versus Hangman Page. And here comes a new challenger. Kenny Omega. We all knew he was going there, but damn it, does it feel good to have him over in AEW. Kenny Omega is going to be facing Chris Jericho in their second singles encounter ever at Double or Nothing. And I guarantee you, that may be the main event. But it's going to be a damn good one. It's going to be a damn good one.
Oh, yeah.
AEW are signing people seemingly left and right.
And making offers to people that are being kept under wraps.
Exactly. Making offers to people, you name it. And there seems to be new details emerging every single day. Like, they got, I believe after Double or Nothing, they got a show lined up in June. I think it's a charity event in July, or it could be the one in June. But then I think there's another show lined up. I think there's another 2 shows, or at least one more show. But All Out is going to be in September. And then I believe after that, just in time for SmackDown to go over to Friday nights on Fox, they're going to be working on getting that TV. They're going to be trying to stitch that TV deal and probably capitalize on that Tuesday night time slot is about to free up. So,
well, once again, if rumors are to be believed, Fox is not happy with the way things are going with WWE.
Oh, of course. Fox is a hardball, dude. I mean, come on. Look at all the TV stations. Did you think Fox was going to go easy on WWE? Hell no.
No, I'm just saying, Fox is not exactly happy.
Well, I don't know what WWE can do to make them happy, but we'll see. Dark Angel has joined the chat. She's back. I'm going to talk to another one of the people that are that's a mega fan of our show. See if we can get that person in on a separate episode, preferably. If I ever have to go into one alone, then I won't necessarily be alone. But I'll probably have to give a lecture on catching up, or just get what the topic's about. But I do have a plan, folks, that will expand our horizons on this. And speaking of expanding horizons on whatever comes of this podcast, I do want to give a shout out to a group that is currently working under name change. I would love for it to be called Saints Gate Combat Sports News. I don't know if that's going to be the way to go. Hopefully it will be, because I mean, the name kicks ass, and I already have an idea for a shirt. But I mean, I'm not going to hold any ill will towards that name not being picked. But I guess ultimately it's up to the senior admin of the group, the creator. But I want to give a shout out to that group anyway, because, well, they are proud hosts to us as well. Right now it's Wrestling
One Life Total Fix.
Yeah, Wrestling One Life Total Fix. Right now that is their current name. And hey, thank you guys. I'm still on good terms with everybody in the other group too, but hey, I mean, that's just me, because I just choose not to get involved in bullshit. Like I say, AJ, maybe toot my own horn too much, but sometimes I feel like I'm the most down-to-earth guy I know.
Might be, motherfucker. You just might be.
I just might be, but then again, that's also me personally, and there are people out there who think I'm an absolute nutcase. And you know what? You might be right. Hell, I'm insane for taking this into a full-time gig. But you know what? I do it proudly. And I do the Twitch thing proudly too, and so does this dude right here. We try our best to bring you guys the best content we can at any possible rate that we can, as frequently as we can, without taking any unplanned days off. So far, every day off has been planned, so don't think everything just falls apart after an episode. One last thing. I think there's maybe a couple of things left that we gotta hit before we get out of here. But I do want to say, I think we're gonna try to be live again at the end of the week. How's that? If that's a possibility for everybody, I'm not sure exactly. As far as podcast goes. And what I'm going to try to do is schedule that in advance so we all know. As you guys know, Valentine's Day is coming up on Thursday. Well, Dark Angel and I are going to be, we're gonna be doing something for Valentine's Day. And I love you too, Dark Angel. I love this job. All right.
And things are gonna get interesting next month, of course.
That's right. That is right. Now we'll end this episode on the Hall of Fame, which is actually the more I thought about it, the more I just kind of sort of forgot exactly what I was going to talk about besides The Undertaker. So we'll get to that. But these two...
Phil, you forgot about something according to Angel.
What was that? Oh, yes, live reacting. Yes, we will be live definitely again at the end of this week because we'll be live reacting to the Elimination Chamber. So we will be live again as a podcast at the end of the week. Mm-hmm. That is confirmed because, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's a very special guest who will be joining us. And it will be on this end of the camera, so he will actually be here in person. And Corbin Hyde will get to meet him for probably the first time. He's another one of our wrestling buddies who's also affiliated with CRW. And I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Not to spoil anything before Sunday. Just in case he doesn't make it. If he doesn't make it, then I'll tell you guys who the plan was to bring in. But if he does make it, well, you guys will get to see him. And before it gets any darker on this end, dude, let's see. So these two things in the system kind of sort of tie in hand, so we can actually hit that up right quick before we do the Hall of Fame. What do you think the chances are of a mass exodus happening in WWE?
Well, since you brought it up, I'm going to go ahead and hit the list. Following people, I can indeed confirm due to a source very close to me and also close to sources with All Elite Wrestling. The following people have been offered contracts, or at least have been contacted at the very minimum, and conversations have had. Finn Balor himself has been contacted. R-Truth has been contacted to show up in a backstage role, as has one Steve Corino, along with E21 Matt Hardy. Kurt Hawkins has been contacted. Both the Usos have been contacted, and I can indeed confirm that Randy Orton is in talks with All Elite.
Holy high hell.
Now, things are about to get interesting. Because there's one that is so under wraps that the only people that know about it are the people that I'm in contact, my sources in contact with, Chad Khan, Cody Rhodes, the man they're offering the contract to. And it's so close to being done. The only thing they really have to figure out is a travel schedule for one Phillip Brooks. That's right, folks. All Elite is going to sign CM Punk. Mark my words.
Insert CM Punk mark out right here. Ah! There you have it, folks. Also, yes, I'm back in the room. So, there you have it. Had to put the laptop on the charger, so that's where I went. But we're all good to go now for the main event of this podcast. Also hitting it close. Raw will be on in about an hour and 56 minutes currently. So.
Oh shit, it is Monday, isn't it?
It sure is. It sure is.
Sunday.
You see how all this just blends in together?
It does. The days kind of like blend together.
They really do.
You know?
There's so much wrestling. There's just so much wrestling. We can't possibly get it all to you, folks. But I can tell you guys one thing that's got me excited so far this year about this podcast. The one, the only, Alex Man has finally followed me on Twitter. I earned that follow. I earned it. I worked hard for it, and I earned it. That man has over.
You just retweeted. You just tweeted something to the Undertaker.
Hey, I did. Don't spoil the secret. Worked hard for that follow. But yes, anyone who tweets the Undertaker a tribute video will get you a follow from the Alex Man. Of course, you got to tag him in it. Tag Undertaker in it. Make sure he sees it. And then, you know, you too might earn yourself a follow. But I did want to do a collaboration with him at some point this year. Maybe it could be a possibility. Who knows? I will say another thing that was pretty awesome. I was talking to one of my music buddies the other night. He was doing a birthday live stream on YouTube. Dude, totally great music, man. This dude is very much like me. Rock, metal, all the way. Kind of like the classics. I'm talking classics, dude. So I talked to my good buddy Ralph, a.k.a. Dr. Fuck on YouTube. So, that happened. I would love to get a hold of Ralph Vieira, aka Dr. Fuck, to do a podcast with me, if all things are allowed. Before we get out of here, before I address one of our people, we need to talk about the Hall of Fame. And who's going to go in it? Or who do you think is going to go in it this year? Because the Hall of Fame hasn't really been talking about.
Which is odd, because usually they start announcing people right around this time.
And it hasn't.
If I had to guess, I'd say Taker's going in this year.
That is a definite who I am. That is a definite matter of mine who I was thinking of. Because, I mean, why not? You gotta get the man in while he's still alive.
Yeah.
And I heard the Hart Foundation could be going in this year too, which would be awesome. But it is my belief that it would only be Brett, Jim, and Jimmy Hart. Brett, Jim Neidhart, Jimmy Hart.
So they wouldn't throw in Brian Pillman?
I don't know. Hell, they should throw in Bulldog and Owen too, but
They can't throw in Owen. You know that. And you know why.
Yes, I know why, and I want to rant so bad on that. Owen Hart deserves to be in the damn Hall of Fame. He really does. He deserves to be remembered, honored, and all that stuff. Owen Hart, you know, you could, and hell, I mean, you can argue about anything that might go on outside the ring. Hell, Owen was a good dude. Bulldog, he might not have been the best person outside the ring, but hell, he's earned enough in the wrestling world to be inducted. Brian Pillman. Dude had his career tragically cut short due to a condition. And the condition killed him. So yeah. Brian Pillman needs to be in the Hall of Fame as well. Especially, and look at how the indie scene is shining up now. We have a new generation Hart Foundation now. Our youngest guy, Brian Pillman Jr., he's also a spitting image of his father.
Yep.
That is awesome. I follow Brian Pillman Jr. That dude is awesome.
Do you watch the stuff he's doing in MLW with the New Hart Foundation?
Exactly. Teddy Hart Smith, or Teddy Hart. I don't know why I said Teddy Hart Smith. But Teddy Hart, he appears to have straightened up.
And Jim the Anvil. Or why did I say Jim the Anvil? Fuck. Davey Boy Smith Jr.
Yeah, David Hart Smith. I think, I don't know, I get it wrong, but I'll tell you one thing about Teddy Hart. Teddy Hart's always been pretty damn outspoken.
Oh, yeah.
He's always had a piece of his mind to spit and give.
Yep.
If you guys hear a fan on in the background, I do apologize. It is hotter than King of the Nine Stars in my room. Oh, and guess what? We have a WWE calendar on the wall.
Looks like John Cena is the month of February.
He sure is. And if you can't tell, he is at the Royal Rumble hoisting AJ Styles up on his shoulders from the second rope for a Super AA. Roman Reigns was the month of January. Wait. There's something you need to look at on YouTube. And all I can tell you this right here. Go look for it after the podcast. See if you don't croak.
Okay.
But it's Roman Reigns theme song with lyrics. Hell, there's also a Brock Lesnar one with lyrics.
There's a Seth Rollins one with lyrics.
Yeah. But no. These. Okay. How can I tell this to you without spoiling?
Okay.
Okay. It's very meme worthy.
God.
If that doesn't spoil it.
Oh God. Oh God.
Just say Roman Reigns, the guy who has lots of sex. There you go. Okay, that's one. Oh, and Brock Lesnar is here, except the days he's not contracted to.
So there you go. I gave you a little tip. I gave you a little tip.
As for the Hall of Fame, it's very it's kind of difficult to determine and to point out who should go into the Hall of Fame class of 2019. I will say another guy that should go in, that I feel should go in, is Vader.
I agree.
Big fan. Yes. It's hard to come up with a woman that should be in there. I heard rumors that the Bellas could be inducted, which would be a total mistake.
Okay.
That would be a total mistake. Like for one, I think they're still entirely way too young to get that. Second of all, can you really say that right now their careers have been Hall of Fame worthy?
I can tell you who should go in, and it's an unpopular opinion and will never happen, but the one that should go in is fucking China.
Exactly. And I was leading you into saying China. I didn't want to say it myself. Because, well, I've already been saying every other name. But China's definitely one that deserves to go into the Hall.
I know it's a somewhat unpopular opinion, if you will.
I mean, tell me this way. Do you really think that a simple Google of her name is going to take you directly to a video?
You know what, motherfucker? I will tell you that right now.
You know, they say, what if, you know what? One of the things that says, what if we Google her and it takes us straight to like an adult video? No, it should take, well, first off, motherfucker, it should take you to like a Wikipedia link. That should be like the first thing to pop up.
Okay, so you Google China, right?
Yes.
I'm still waiting on the page to load. Sorry, my internet sucks ass.
I would think the first thing would pop up would be a Wikipedia page about it. And if I'm wrong,
Okay.
well,
First thing that pops up, Wikipedia page. New video reveals China's dying WWE regret. And then below that, you get things that she's been a part of. Take you directly to videos, no.
huh. Well, so what you're saying is it doesn't show up right away.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Exactly. We rest our case. China for WWE Hall of Fame. Hell, Sunny's already in. And she made a couple movies afterwards about somebody getting in. So you can't possibly tell me that China doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. And I guarantee you the man that, well, did the thing with Sunny, guarantee you he didn't have Blue Chew.
You say that like you've watched this.
I got another one in. Then did I say I watched it? No. I'm speculating. I am full on speculating because I'm going to get that hashtag. Oh, wait, I'm not a bad guy. I'm going to get that babyface knock. Yeah. Ah. Good guy, Firestar for the win. Deadly Saints podcast for the win. And, well, that's actually kind of the end of this episode.
Really?
Pretty much. Unless there's a couple more things we got to hit real quick.
I think that's about it. It just seems like it went by faster than,
Oh, yeah. Well, when you're like me and can get your mouth to move at the fast of a motor-operated car, yeah. You fly out on that super speedway right there and you get ready for that there elimination chamber, boy. I tell you what, I'm going to be on the farm right here, probably not watching it. Just messing with the crops, shooting up a fruit salad, and shooting up sable, whatnot.
Blue Chew, I tell you what.
If you drink that, take some of that blue chew right there, I tell you what. And I like to. I also kind of just pictured Brock Lesnar spitting out tobacco there. now I'm making him like a super farmer. I'm making him like this super redneck farmer who like tips and chews tobacco and shit.
Hang on, give it just a second.
Hang on. So what I was saying there, boy, I reckon I ought to give you a dare turnip twister, whatnot, I tell you.
I reckon you got me fucked up there, boy.
Oh, Dingo, tell you what, man, Dingo, Boomhauer, and Dingo, Borklater, and that thing. Boom, man. Oh,
Dango saw some fucked up shit the other day, man, but you're going to have to turn off the live stream so I can tell you about it. Dango scared the shit out of me, Dango, man.
Oh, well, no,
Dango scarred for life.
Boy ain't right. Talking about Dingo boy ain't right. Don't tell you what. All right.
Dango scarred for life, Dango, man.
That is the episode. That is the episode, folks. We will see you guys next time on either Twitch, YouTube, whatever comes first. But we'll catch you next time. Deadly Saints Nation. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, all that good shit. Check out everything in the description box below. Follow, support any way you can. We greatly appreciate it. Help us get up to 250 subs. Then we're going to go to 500. Then we want to get to that 1,000. We'll start getting that ad revenue back. We'll see you guys later. Right here. Deadly Saints Nation. YouTube channel, Firestar Heart, and on our Twitch circuits, all that good stuff. Peace out, folks.
Bye and good night.
Bye.
Bye.